talk weather now. Sorry, I've been running around like a mad woman. We're short-staffed here, trying to get the stories in the show, but let's talk about weather because it was a bit busy outside today as well, Sarah.
That it was, yeah. Just, we had not just the news running around getting everything we can for that, but also, yes, the weather, the storms that we were dealing with, severe weather just throughout the evening hours. Luckily, not seeing it right now, but we are still seeing this little activity. We're talking rainfall in Charles City, and yeah, probably hearing a few rumbles of thunder off into the distance. Those will be going away here very shortly because, well, we've lost a bit of energy. The storms throughout the evening have taken a lot of it. And yes, we lost the sunshine too. That being said, you can really see it over the last 3 hours. That lightning, those are all the little silver flashes that we're seeing there over the last 3 hours has weakened. Still evidence of it, and we're going to jump around the radar as we like to do, zooming into a few of these trouble spots, I'll call them. It's nice to get the rainfall, but it's been pretty steady throughout these evening hours, and it has weakened, although we are starting to see a little bit of that orange return. We're talking orange being moderate rainfall, not necessarily the heavy stuff that we saw earlier with those reds. Now, just zooming things out to take a look at this line over the last hour, see how it started to split off. That is a sign of weakening, but again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's completely weakened to the point where we don't have any lightning. Still considered a storm, just a sub-severe one. So we'll be watching that throughout the evening hours. Precipitation is nice, but it isn't set to last throughout the entirety of the overnight. Eventually waning back down to just some lighter rainfall that could make its way into the morning commute. However, the chances for that are looking a little slim, and I'll explain why here just in a moment. I got to talk about these temperatures though. They've been interesting throughout the day. You can see where we've got to the 80s today. Charles City, Mason City, Forest City, all into those low 80s. Look at the mid 80s in Algona at 84. As we went further to the north, we started to find cooler temperatures, and I know Zambroda's number isn't there, but Zambroda struggled to even make it to 70 degrees today. It's going to be similar as we come into tomorrow, just seeing that cloud cover a little further to the north and a little more sunshine further to the south. Here's our current temperatures, not too shabby, I must say. Zambroda now sitting at 59 degrees. Meanwhile, we're almost 10 degrees warmer than that in Charles City. Forest City sitting at 68, 67 in Mason City. Not too bad, I must say, but a little on the rainier side. Now, future track is picking up on that activity and also picks up on the fact that it's weakening. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than what we're seeing here. I'm expecting more 1-2 a.m. when a lot of that starts to turn more into showers. Now moving into the morning commute, and I talked about how some of us would be waking up to some sunshine further to the south, pockets of it here, and further to the north, we're still sticking with that chance for a few showers, maybe even some flashes of lightning, rumbles of thunder, even further to the north. Here we are, 10 a.m. our Friday, and we can easily see that the border almost like it's acting like a wall, keeping the sunshine to the south, the clouds, and yes, the rain chances a little further to the north. So this 76 degrees here, kind of nice in the middle. It's the best I could do, because as we got further to the north, we're going to start seeing temperatures struggle to make it into the mid 70s, and further to the south, many of us could make it into the 80s again. So it's generally a good place to go. Mix of sun and clouds, maybe a bit hazy as well as we continue to see that wildfire smoke slowly make its way out. All right, on to the 10-day forecast now. What do we got? Well, hasn't changed much from earlier. We're talking a chance for showers and even some storms throughout the entirety of the 10-day. We've, of course, got our eyes all over it, Cammie.